everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon Booze. It is Thursday, whiskey day. Let me get my notes in order. And another spectacular whiskey. If you remember Tuesday, we did the double black from Johnny Walker, and we both enjoyed that. And why not continue another Scotch? So if you like what we do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to us. This is the Jura 12, and we have tried or reviewed two other Juras. The Triple Wood and just the plain Jura, I think. I think the Triple Wood is no longer on the bar, it's empty, and the other Jura is floating around here somewhere.
One of the first.
The Triple Wood is the first one, which I think you got.
Yeah, a long
time ago. And then the other one it's right here, the 10. We have the 10 year, which I got. And then my wife recently bought this for me on her last trip. This is the Jura single malt 12 year.
And unfortunately, when I got the first Jura, it was like, Cody was like, my birthday is next week.
That was right. It was a Total Wine's Whiskey of the Month, and you picked it up.
And it was like $60, $70.
Yeah, Jura is not that inexpensive. This one isn't that bad, though. I don't know if the 10 or the 12 is their flagship. Probably the 10. And they have a whole bunch of different kinds. But this is the 12-year single malt whiskey, 40% or 80 proof. And like I say, it is aged 12 years. And the price on this is actually super reasonable at $30.29.
Yeah.
So this is going to be, we're going to round it to 30. So this is going to be a 3-barrel on cost. I love Jura. If you don't know, Jura is an island in Scotland. It's one of the island categories. So you have the Speyside, the Highlands, the Lowlands, the Islas.
But Islas is an island.
Yeah, but Isla is a completely separate category. And what most people, they stop at those, the Highlands, the Lowlands, the Speysides, and then the Isla. But there's actually a fifth category called the Islands. So that's going to be the Orkneys and a lot of the other islands that wrap around Isla. I don't know why it's never really been included. And I actually have a sixth category myself. I call it the blendeds. Because the blendeds are a conglomerate of everything. So probably the other most famous island one is probably the Highland Park series. But Jura is actually right across the water from Isla. I think... Is Jura actually an island or a peninsula? I think it's an island. But it's really close to the Islas, Isla Island. And you guys can leave a comment below, but I think this is the only distillery on that island. And it's a pretty desolate, not really a lot of people live on the island.
Sheep, though?
Probably sheep. So at 2 or 3 barrel on cost, and this is yet to be opened, which means I will be completely having problems with it. Well, they have these little tags. Give me that.
That never work.
They never work.
Especially think if you were into your 5th bottle or something, it never would.
Oh, does that a beautiful sound? Ever since Monday's episode with the Firefly, I freak out and I always have to look to see if there's floaters, but this was a bubble. So yeah, I think I've been a big fan of Jura since that very first bottle that we got, and I've had a bunch of different Juras in bars.
And that was at the very beginning of our.
Yeah, probably within the first 3 or 4 months. I'm not sure what episode that is, but like I say, we've done another one, the 10 year. In fact, do we want to go ahead and spoil and see what the 10 year was rated? It was rated a 3.5. I think I need to start a Patreon so we can start getting levels for support, so you guys support us, and maybe I can build a bigger bar.
Yeah, because it's just so sparse.
Like these are 2 deep or offset deep, but down here on the floors, it's just like in boxes flooding on the floor. These are 3 deep. Over there, they're 4 deep.
It's
under the
just
camera.
so sparse. I don't know how anybody could even hold their head up high with a bar that looks like this.
Pathetic as this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So Jura 12 year. 3 on cost. Right away, you can tell this is unique to almost all scotches. The islands are very unique. There's not a lot of, oh, you know what? I'm a big dummy. And probably some people, oops, excuse me.
What's that?
Some people are probably raging in the comments. There's 6 regions. There's the Speyside, the Highlands, the Lowlands, the Islas, the Islands, and Campbelltown. Completely forgot about Campbelltown. I'm sorry, Campbelltown. I love you. I got some Spring Break. I got some Kilkerran. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Kilkerran. I love Campbelltown.
Show them the love.
So actually, if you include my blended series, or blended as a category, there's 7. But yeah, so this is unlike Campbelltown and Islas and Highlands. That's what makes Highland Park and Jura and some of the other island series. Is that Oran? Oran is a series, or is an island. It's just different. Heavily minted, to me, spearminted.
It's got the caramel,
Okay.
dried fruit, like
A light dried fruit.
maybe apricot or something.
Yeah. Apricot, pear. That's hints of citrus, but that might be the spearmint.
I think it's not peaty, but it's got kind of really like a really old leathers.
Okay, yes.
Not new leather. It's like it's
Yeah, it's not like a bourbon leather, like tobacco and leather and stuff. It's more of a...
it's like it's been worn or used for like 50 years or something. It's just...
There might be a small hint of smoke. Not sure it's peat, though.
no.
I smell definitely some green apple. That might be the fruit.
And I think like... and it's not on my will, but I think because it's one of the islands, you get the sea in there.
I think on your wheel, I mean, you've pretty much moved beyond that, and I think you're just using it for memories.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of spaces here that you could start writing specific notes, and maybe start doing this stuff on another piece of paper or another thing.
Yeah, just alter these.
Or start creating your own wheel. This is so
Caramel,
good.
kind of brown sugar too.
Okay. Be excited to go see what they say. Oh, definitely got that brown sugar now. All right, flavor. Oh, aroma. I'm going to say this is probably a 4.
I'll agree. I was gonna go a heavy 3.5, but I'll do a 4. I was gonna.
It's got so much going on that we're having trouble piecing what they are, and it's very complex and cohesive, and it smells crisp and clean.
Not,
There's no overpowering aroma to it, so therefore it's very complex. That's why
I'm wondering
I
if
get 4.
this was an old whiskey barrel or an old wine barrel or...
Unfortunately, I'm very old, and the writing is gold on black and 6 font, so not sure. Oh, a rich and wonderful No, a rich and rounded balance of subtle smoky notes, yes, and it's finished in a sherry cask.
Yeah, I was smelling the cask in there, but I couldn't figure out which one it was.
Okay. That's probably the green apple spearmint that I'm getting. And actually, I'm moving it more to mint now, not spearmint. It's still a 4 in aroma. Silky.
Got a very silky mouth. No bite at all.
I'm getting that spearmint. It's silky. I'm getting that smoke. Again, I don't know that it's necessarily peat. So it's some other smoke or a natural infusion from that sherry cask. It's not cooling or warming to me. It's just kind of a neutral.
I think I'm getting a little bit of cinnamon. Not a lot.
Okay, let's just say spice. Because I get it, but I'm not associating it with cinnamon. But I don't know what it is. It's not...
It's one of those complex ones that we
Yeah,
get.
it's not the heat of cinnamon.
No, not at all.
It does give a little bit of lingering numbness on the bite.
A little bit on the tongue.
Yeah.
But it's not unpleasant at all.
Overall, this is a really good whiskey, but I'm having trouble really looking at the flavor profile here. I'm going to have to say it's a 4. It's very pleasant. It's very complex. It's better than a 3, but not a 5. So
Yeah, it's way better than a 3.
and you've already you haven't you did 4 across the board.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I'll go ahead and go with that. I mean, usually I don't. You and I differ on bite. I think it's more of a 3.5, but I could see it as 4 because it's not overly bad, like spicy and lingering. So that's gonna make this. Wow, that's gonna make this a very, very weak 4. It's 15 points. You need 16 to be a even 4. I'm completely happy with that. I think this is definitely a 4 barrel.
Yeah, I'm going on the floor. It's like
Yeah.
the water kind of brings out a little more of the alcohol and the aroma, but it doesn't change the bite or the...
What I would like to do is, and because I haven't actually traveled yet, this is filming just days before I leave, but it's coming out days after I get back. I'll be gone for about 3 weeks, I believe. I will be visiting the UK branch for the London Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. I'm a member of that, and if you watched a recent Saturday video that came out probably a few weeks ago for you, we did a profile on the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. It's a big society, exclusive. It's a membership you have to be part of, and they do cask strength single barrel settings, or bottles for its members. And so I got probably, they do 25, maybe more a month, and they're mostly from as their name says, Scotch malt, single malt whiskeys from around Scotland, but they do some English whiskeys, single malts, and some American bourbons and gins. And they do 158 distilleries or more. I think it's 158. Cody said it was 258, but I think it's 158. So I might be looking specifically for a Jura in that, so we can compare some cask strength Jura. Yeah, and so maybe you and I can revisit the Jura on the Jura's Distillery Spotlight and have a single malt cask strength from the Scotch Whisky Society. But overall, I think this is excellent.
I would say if you got $30 in your pocket,
Yeah,
you should definitely have this in your
definitely.
bar. Man.
It's not often that we get a 4-barrel on a $30 bottle.
Yeah.
And this is our second one because on Tuesday, if you watch Tuesday, we did the Johnny Walker double black. And it was a 4 as well. And it was right around $30, wasn't it? I think 41. It was 40 bucks, so not too bad. Usually,
not reasonable.
yes. Usually when we get into that 4 and 5 barrels ranges, we're in the 60s, 70s.
70, 80.
And having to give it a bonus because of the cost.
Cost of it, yeah.
But tell us what you think about Jura 12-year. I'm glad I got this. It was a wonderful gift from my wife. But tell us what you think. Make sure you do hit that like and subscribe. It means so much to us. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and our merchandise. I go in spurts on social media. Sometimes lots of things every day, and sometimes I'll go a week or two without because it is just me. But I will be, in just a few weeks, starting my last year of employment before my retirement. So once that year is over, hopefully things have a big change for the channel. Yeah, have a great Thursday. Look forward to Friday's cocktail with Cody. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. This is great whiskey.
Later.
Cheers.